Welcome everybody back to the Spill in the Teacups podcast. We are your hosts, Jillian.
Lauren.
And we are missing Dawn.
Dawn has a rough job. She's a social worker. So in her other job, her main job is a social worker. So she has it tough. And some days are really hard and really long and unexpected hours. So from time to time, one of us will get pulled away with something. So let's cheers to Dawn tonight.
Cheers to Dawn.
Cheers.
Cheers. I have a fun cup. You have a fun cup. Where's your cup from?
Hollywood Studios. That first stand when you walk, oh my God, choke me on my water. When you walk down the drag, the first stand, they always have fun cups at the little tent.
The one by the strollers area?
No, like past that when you first walk down Sunset Boulevard. That's what it's called, Sunset Boulevard, right?
Well, the main Hollywood Boulevard, and then Sunset takes you down to Tower of Terror. Yeah,
so right after Sunset Boulevard on the right, right after the guest services tent, there's that little hut that makes the popcorn.
Yes.
They always have really cute.
And they have, back in the day before the app, that was the tip board. The board that had all the wait times on it. And
right behind that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
What's your shirt?
Oh, it's the new... I just got it when I went last month, and it's the 100th celebration, right?
Yeah, that's so cute. I love the color.
I bought one. Mine says Vacation Club member on the back of it, and then I bought my bestie a matching one, so we can be twinning next time we are ever in Disney together.
Cute.
I know, she's got 3 kids like you, back to back to back. So yeah. I'm sure when she will make it back to Disney World, but hopefully
not for the week.
Hopefully sometime soon.
Okay, good.
All right, guys, we'll dive into our episode here. We are 3 authorized Disney vacation planners today. Just the 2 of us are here, and we are here to spill all things Disney. Today, we continue our resort series and dive into Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. Opened back in October 1971 with theming of the South Pacific. This resort consists of lush vegetation, views of Magic Kingdom, and is located on the banks of the Seven Seas Lagoon. The tropical atmosphere and prime location for firework viewing has Disney's Polynesian Resort, one of the faves since Disney World opened back in 1971. With over 800 rooms, and I believe it's expanding, right? They're building another building with villas.
Yeah, currently.
This resort consists of standard rooms, club level. So there's a whole building designated for club level, which has added amenities. The standard rooms sleep up to 5, so they'll have the 2 queen beds plus a single bed, sofa bed. It kind of flips over into a single bed. And they have 350 studio villas, and my personal opinion, they're one of the biggest studios on Disney property. They have so much space for a studio villa.
Yeah.
And the studio villas come with that kitchenette and laundry services right there by your room. And 1,600 plus, I think it's 1,650 square foot 2-bedroom bungalows that sit on the lagoon.
And they have the little private plunge pools in them too.
Like little hot tubbies, right?
Yeah, they're like little knockoffs of, it's not a plunge pool. They're little hot tubs, but they're like a pool. But they're like knockoffs of a Bora Bora bungalow.
Yeah.
Only you're over dark water you can't dive into.
We were kind of texting this back and forth of how expensive those bungalows are and how hard it is to book them.
Impossible.
I mean, yeah, you get to sit on your back balcony at night or sit in the plunge pool, because it can be hot or cold, but yeah, that's cool. But the water is nasty.
I would be so scared that a snake would crawl up on the deck or something. An
alligator just chilling there.
Yeah, I mean, very, very cool. But again, it's so hard. It's because it, like, we'll go into this, but DVC members get first dibs.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 20 of them. So if the DVC members don't take them, then they go on for sale to the general public for, to purchase.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nearly impossible. They're always occupied.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I had a client that wanted one, and we searched every 3-day configuration for the next over a year. We could not find one. So it's really tough.
So how, and we can get into this too, but how Disney Vacation Club villas, you can look a year in advance and they not be available because DVC members can book at their home resort 11 months out. And,
Right.
and at 7 months out, we can book at other resorts. And then they get released to the public. Unless you're looking at Old Key West and Saratoga Springs, which are 100% DVC villas, you can book those longer than the 6 months area. But typically right around that 6 month mark is when all of a sudden you'll start to see villas like come up and available. That's
Okay.
always my kind of side piece is if people want like a 2 bedroom villa, I will make note. We will book a backup reservation. And then about 6 months prior to their vacation, 7 months, sometimes a little bit more, but then I will start looking for those 2 bedroom villas to come
Yeah.
available.
But like those bungalows, like they're,
Mhm.
they're a year out, and then you just have to keep looking. Like
Keep looking.
I promised her we booked the 2-bedroom villa, and then we found one finally that was really tough too at
Mhm.
Polynesian, and then we
Mhm.
said we're gonna keep looking for those. So yeah,
Yeah.
keep
If you
going, but
find
that they're
them,
a
let me know.
commodity. Yeah.
All right. Where else? You can get to the Magic Kingdom by boat, by bus, of course, monorail. You can walk over to Magic Kingdom, but it would be a hefty hike because you have to walk through Grand Floridian and then over to Magic Kingdom. And of
Yeah,
course, I already read that. Da, 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 da. All right. The average pricing without discount is around 700 a night. Again, based on what time of year you go and what discounts are available. This may be less. I've seen as low as like 588, and then you can sometimes I've seen it like 900 a night during peak season. I mean,
yeah.
it's pricey. It's
The other day I saw 1100.
come on.
Swear to God. And
Was
it's Polynesian. We have to tell you guys, Polynesian is like the most popular hotel on property for like a couple years now. It was the first one of the first hotels that in Contemporary opened together, like Jill said, but
Mhm.
it's been around forever. But it's gained momentum in the past couple of years, and it is like the popular girl in school, and it's not dying down. So it is a difficult hotel to get into, but
Yeah.
it's not impossible. Obviously, nothing is,
Mhm.
but it's definitely a difficult one.
Especially, I think it was dated there for a minute.
Yeah.
It definitely needed the refurb that it did. And
Oh
now
yeah.
it has Moana themed rooms. It's picked back up in popularity.
Yeah, Moana, especially this year with Disney's got a lot of stuff with Moana going on with like their new
Mhm.
exhibit and Epcot. So Moana's popular too. So yeah, it's definitely like the popular restaurant resorts.
Yeah,
And yeah, and we'll go into all the reasons why in a little bit.
absolutely. All right. When you arrive, you are greeted with, Disney will say, an authentic lei. If you ever go to Hawaii, which I was lucky enough to go to Aulani back in 2019, and you are actually greeted with a lei, like a real flower lei.
Beautiful.
It stained my dress. And but at Polynesian, you're greeted with the fake lei. But it is, I mean, it's
So
very,
pretty.
when you arrive in the lobby, and the lobby's kind of on the main level, you walk in, I mean, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's
It takes
absolutely
you
gorgeous.
to
It
a
does,
place.
yeah. It takes you to, like, you are on a Polynesian vacation. Like, you
Oh,
straight
for sure.
up entered
You
Hawaii.
walk in and there's a big like a bit not a stream, like a fish
Water
pond.
feature.
Yeah, on both sides there's just these pretty like branches everywhere and
The
trees and lots of
smell.
greenery and flowers. And then the smell is something like next
Mhm.
level. And then you walk through and there's just like stone floors and these like it really immerses you in the Polynesian culture. It smacks you in the face and it doesn't go away the whole time. There's like fire burning all over. It is
Mhm.
definitely one of the most immensely themed, in a good way, resorts on property.
Mhm. So it was a frequent of mine way back when, especially when I was a cast member. We used to just go and hang out, eat, and hang out by the beach. And they have changed when they redid. So they've gone through a few refurbs over the last decade. And the first one was their main lobby. And they used to have this massive feature in the center, and they have toned it down. It's a smaller, littler. It doesn't pack a punch like it used to, in my
Yeah.
opinion. There used to be this massive like pyramid and foliage feature in the middle, and they kind of toned it down. But now you can actually see it. It opened up, I guess.
Yeah.
It opened up the lobby. Um, but yes, so back to my notes here. Like all resorts, they have movie under the stars, weather permitting. And what here? Campfires to roast marshmallows located on like the beach area of the Seven Seas Lagoon. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the schedule has. Of course, Disney always changes their schedule and they will always say subject to change. So don't
There's
quote.
always signs though. Like when
Always.
you walk the lobby, you'll see signs for what's going on and all the activities for the day. So, and that's also in your My Disney Experience app. So all this stuff, it'll be running on your TV in your room too. So you can't really
Right.
miss these activities.
Yeah, absolutely. And the electric water pageant parade, that is so nostalgic for me to watch that random parade that is so old school.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know it's so cute. And it wasn't going on for a little while, so I'm so glad it's back. It's so cute. It's just like a bunch of light up animal shaped things and flags and just like
Floats, yeah.
floats in the middle of Seven Seas Lagoon, and it happens at night and it's got corny music playing and it's just
Hmm.
really not corny, but it's just like not, it's nothing special, but it's super special at the same time.
Yes. They have and Senses Spa is not technically part of Polynesian and the fitness center, but it's located. There's a walkway. Excuse me if you heard my dog just sneeze, but there's a walkway which used to take you to the luau, which we were talking about. The luau is no mas, right? The luau is no more
No, I haven't seen them do that since
since,
before COVID.
right?
Let me check that
Check that real
actually.
quick because I don't believe the luau is going on. I believe they took it. They used to have a luau. So they used to have a you could walk out of the building, head to the left, and like you're heading towards Grand Floridian. There was a luau pavilion where they used to have two luau's a night, I believe. And then you keep going and you follow the pathway to Grand Floridian and the wedding pavilion. So Grand Floridian has a wedding pavilion, and then just by the wedding pavilion is the spa and fitness center, which it's a beautiful spa. I went on my honeymoon way back when, and it is absolutely beautiful. And it's a great running path, like
Yeah,
that
there's a really cool
area.
job you have through the whole
Mm-hmm,
place, which
mm-hmm.
is awesome.
Yes. And also there are two pools, the lava pool, which is known for its volcano slide, and the bathrooms are kind of back in a tunnel. It's super fun. They have a kiddie area that's just outside the pool, which was my son's favorite thing to do. We stayed
Same.
at Polynesian a couple times during his little toddler years, and that's fantastic for parents who have littles, that sometimes taking them to the pool is so stressful. I know Kadani Village also has a really awesome splash pad area. And
Yeah.
it's nice because it's a foot deep and your kids could just play and you don't have to be panicked. And I could actually sit and like read a book or read a magazine while he's
Yeah.
in the splash pad area. And then there's also, of course, a quiet pool that's kind of more centralized to the buildings, closer to where the villas are for Disney Vacation Club area.
Yeah.
All right. Did you find that, Luau? If not, I'll continue looking.
It's not, no, it's not running anymore. So unfortunately, I mean, who knows? Disney always brings things back and they're doing a lot of changes to that hotel.
Mhm.
So who knows if it'll come back, but no, it's no longer running.
But I mean, side note, during COVID, I mean, they were shut for so many months. Disney Cruise Line was gone for almost like an entire year.
Yeah.
And the luau's expensive.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
people are equity contracted people that if they have to cut costs, they're cutting costs. That and they're expanding on Grand Floridian. So taking up space where
Yeah. You know, I mean, there's so much going on there at night. Like we found that hotel. So one of the things about Polynesian is it's one of the busiest resorts. I mean, because they have some of the most popular things featured at their hotel, and it's such a cool hotel. You know, I'm just gonna say it. I keep calling it a hotel. I'm gonna say I'm sorry to our friend Brandon, who called me out on this last week. It's such a popular resort. Disney
there you
has
go.
resorts, not hotels. It's a really bad habit I have. I should know better, but I always mess up. So the Polynesian Resort is one of, and we like when he calls us out because it teaches us. But I feel like it's one of the most popular ones. It has so many amenities, like, and popular restaurants. There's so many things at Polynesia that people come to see that when they're not just staying there. So it is a busier resort. Doesn't mean that it's not quiet. Like at night, it is quiet, but the lobby is busy. Your pool area is busier than the other resorts. I will say that. So there's a lot of cool things that it has.
They're pretty strict to get into the pools too. I mean,
yeah, you can't get in the pool.
Yeah, we'll get into this with like Beach Club, who you need a wristband, but Polynesian's one of those other ones that
Yeah,
they'll monitor, magic band key entry to get into the pool and all that.
yeah, you can walk the property, but you're not going to use the amenities other than dining in a restaurant. And if you want to purchase something in the store, that's fine, but you're not going to be using the pool. You can't pool hop on resort property unless you're DVC, right? You guys can, right?
There's ways around it.
Okay. So they also have a really great shopping store there. It's called Boutique. And then they have the Moana Mercantile upstairs, which has all the stuff if you forget, like diapers, wipes, fast, like little, snacks, razors, all that stuff. And then there's a couple more things to buy for the kiddos upstairs. So there's no way you're not getting a ton of souvenirs when you're at Polynesian. Because it's all over the place. There is a golf course and pro shop, but again, that's not actually part of Polynesian, is it? Or it's just across from it?
It's across from it. Again, it's more so Grand Floridian area.
Yeah.
But because they share kind of this communal space between there, you can easily just get there.
So it's a perk to be.
It's definitely a perk.
Yeah. So if you're staying at the Grand Floridian or Polynesian, you're close to the spa, the gym, the pool, the pro shop. So that is a nice thing to have. And a lot of people go to watch the fireworks on the beach. And they'll also pump the music for the fireworks into the speakers around the beach and also into Ohana restaurant. So that's going to take me into talking to you guys about some of the reasons this is one of the most popular hotels. One of them being that Ohana is there. Ohana is one of Disney's most popular restaurants. It is Polynesian themed family style dining restaurant. They do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The breakfast is character dining. So that's where you go to meet Moana, not Moana, sorry, Lilo and Stitch.
You should have Moana there, straight up.
They really should. Having Moana, like the whole, like everybody from Moana would be so cute. But right now it's Lilo and Stitch, which is also super cute.
And Mickey and Pluto.
And Mickey and Pluto, that's true. And it's very popular. It's a very popular breakfast, and it's good. It's good. It's
It's
good
one of
breakfast.
my faves.
Yeah, it's not as crazy and chaotic as some of the other character dinings breakfasts on property. And if you're staying at the Contemporary or if you're staying at the Contemporary or Grand Floridian, it's easy to get over to in the morning, so you're not taking up a whole day before you go to the park.
Yep.
It's
And
also
everything is family. So they call you cousin, you know,
yeah.
it's sweet. I
It's
like it.
really cute. The food at Ohana at dinner is so good. So I wrote down the facts so I don't mess this up, because I'll get carried away with how good the food is, and I won't go into like the facts that you guys need to know. So it's $45 per adult and $29 per child. That's for like you said, it's family style. So it's Polynesian food. You're gonna get a salad, you're gonna get wings, you're gonna get this delicious like Hawaiian bread with honey butter. It's so good.
It's got like a coconutty hint to the bread.
Yeah, it's so
That's
good.
fantastic.
Yeah, and the butter just melts into it perfectly.
Mhm.
They give you pork
Mhm.
dumplings, and then you get a skillet that has steak, chicken, shrimp, and lo mein, and usually like a broccolini. The lo mein noodles are so good. They're actually, I don't think they're actually are they lo mein? Is that
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, hold on. Did you say you get a skillet?
Yeah, it's a skillet.
They've changed it post-COVID. They don't walk around with the skewers anymore.
No, it's a skillet. So it's like a steaming hot skillet. They put it on the plate and it's filled with all these things.
Okay, I
But
haven't eaten there in over a year, but it used to be where they had like these skewers and they're walking
shaved it up.
around and just being like, here, do you want some? Here, you want some? Here, you want some? And the peel and eat shrimp, I'd be like, give me that whole skewer. And
Yeah.
so now they put it in a skillet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see it being cooked and like shaved
Yeah.
off and everything, because it's all cooked on like a stone fire, a big open stone fire type grill. So the smell that's coming out of there is so good. And then at the end they give you this banana
Come on.
pineapple I can't breathe, pineapple pudding bread, and then they pour this caramel sauce on
Yeah.
top of it with vanilla ice cream. Guys, it's like food porn. It is
It is
unbelievable.
so good. It is my favorite dessert
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah. I'm not going to say I like it better than Dole Whip, but it's very close second.
I mean, I have eaten at a lot of very good restaurants. I
Right.
would say that dang bread pudding is my favorite dessert of all time is their
Yeah.
dang restaurant. Yeah.
And we've said this before, but people like always make fun of me for this. But people are like, you've been to some nice restaurants, other countries and stuff, and you think that Disney's food is this incredible? Yeah, I do, because Disney's food is that incredible. I'm not talking about the theme park food, which some of it is pretty good. I'm talking about the restaurants are known for how good their food is, and their chefs are amazing. And even a restaurant that pumps out the same thing all day long over and over again is really good. Ohana, some people will be haters and say it's overrated, but it's very good.
But it is a lot of food. So
yes.
I can see people that can't justify that price tag.
Yeah.
If they're not big eaters, right? Like you're going to drop $30 on your child to sit there and your child may not eat it. And I get that. I do. Come knowing that you're gonna leave sick full. Like that feeling you're getting rolled out of there because it's good.
We went last time, or no, we went one time after that, but one of the times we went with my friend Marissa and Tommy could eat more than anyone I know, and he's like still like this big. But we went after the run, and then we went to the parks all day, and then we went there at like 9:30 at night, and we just inhaled everything in sight. We couldn't eat enough. I mean, that was the only time I didn't walk out of there like dying. But yeah, you're always super full. They also offer a plant-based option, which is a good option for a lot of people. Dawn would probably do something like that if we went. It has barbecued jackfruit, a fake chicken chimichurri, sausage, ohana noodles, what they're famous for. We were just talking about the veggies, hummus and chips, and then their dessert will be a donut with a soy-based frozen yogurt, which sounds actually really good. I mean, if she got it, I would take a try, but I definitely wouldn't order it myself, but I would definitely take a try. And I love that they have those options. Then next to Ohana, there's Kona Cafe, which is a open kitchen style restaurant, has a little bit of Asian flair. They have the most banging ramen noodles ever. Oh my gosh, they are so good. They make sushi. For breakfast, they have the Tonga toast, which is delicious, and it comes with it's a sort of like a French toast, and it comes with a strawberry sauce on top, and that is very, very, very delicious. That it's easy to get into there. That's, it's busy, but you can always do a walk up there and get a table. Maybe you'll wait 15 minutes, but they're really accommodating, and it's not one of the places that you're fighting for a reservation for. Right. So, if you are staying on property and you want to sit down to dinner, that's a good option. Yeah. They also have, next to that, they have like a little on the go spot right as you're walking onto the monorail, and that will also has like sushi rolls, cupcakes, chocolate covered bacon. Dawn tried it, she said it was really good, which is weird because she doesn't really eat, so that's so weird. And then Captain Cook's is downstairs, and that's their quick service restaurant. That's going to be out, like you can walk out of there right into the pool area. Cooks, I said Cooks, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I think when I originally, we put notes together ahead of time, because if we don't, us, we'll get carried off track. And I think originally it auto corrected to Captain Hooks, so I changed it this morning. But Captain Cook's has a breakfast flatbread pizza that is one of my favorite things in Disney. I say this a lot about a lot of things, but I mean it. This would go up in my top 10. It is so, so good. I wouldn't even share it with my kids. It's very good. It's got like sausage on it. It's just so delicious. But they have like, all the breakfast food, all the lunch food all day long. That's where you'll go if you're just at the pool and you want to order a quick bite. Then they also have a pool bar, the barefoot pool lounge, pool bar. And then up next to Ohana, there's the Tambu Lounge, which is like a little bar area. A lot of people just go there and sit and have drinks waiting for their table, or they just sit there and have drinks. Like you see a lot of couples just on a date. It's really cute. It kind of reminds me of like an old school bar where, you remember your parents like going to when you were little. They have really, really good drinks there. And then downstairs next to Captain Cook's, there's something called Trader Sam's and Grotto. And Trader Sam's is basically like a speakeasy. It opens at, I think, 1 o'clock, I want to say. And the line is all the way down the hallway to get in. And it only holds, I think, 20 people at once. So it's small. So if you have to, and then when someone leaves, they'll let someone else in. But it's not a lot of people. You can't make reservations ahead of time. You can get some crazy drinks, the Lapu Lapu is in a pineapple. They have like that volcano drink. Their Mai Tais are really good. I had a couple like mocktails that the woman made me, and they were really delicious. And then, but if you can't get in there and you want to go there, a lot of people like to stop at all the monorail hotels and have a drink at each on like people's day off. I know we did that one time. We went down with a bunch of my girlfriends, and we just did a monorail kind of like, not really a bar crawl, but a bar crawl. Like we just stopped at like every area, and it was nice. It was a full day without going to the parks.
But you still kind of feel like you're in the park because you can see the castle everywhere you go.
Yeah. I mean, you're still in Disney, and those hotels are so like we said, you taken to another place, so you feel like you're in all these different areas. So that is a really fun thing to do. But going to that bar is fun. A lot of people go there and have a drink before they wait for their table. But if you can't get in there, you can sit on the back side by the pool and have the drinks that are served in Trader Sam's. So that's a good option if you can't get into the grotto area. Am I missing anything? I don't think so.
Yeah, your Dole Whip. Hello.
Oh my goodness. So
the OG place to get your Dole Whip.
I but I said, Dawn, you can't talk about food. I have to talk about food because the Dole Whips are from there. So I have to do it. And then I forgot all about it. Anyway, the pineapple lanai is there. So they have their own Dole Whip like stand bar.
Yes.
Like it's its own stand. It's like an ice cream shop that just serves Dole Whips. It's amazing. Do you know how many Dole Whips I ate on our stay there? I think we were there for 5 days. I probably had 100 Dole Whips. I mean, it was kind of getting to the point where it was disgusting.
I mean, similar to when you were on that cruise.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Well, they were serving those in like Woody's boot this size. Of course I was, I mean, yeah, it courses through my veins. So I was reading online about Polynesian just to make sure we weren't missing anything like really fun that I didn't know about. And what I did know was that they used to have a wave pool there years ago. And then I guess you can still see it from parts of the boat ride. I have no idea where it was, but maybe we can look that up and see where it was. But obviously it proved really dangerous and they stopped it, but the structure is still there. But I did know that. What I did not know is the Beatles officially broke up from Polynesian. John Lennon was there with his family and he signed the papers that ended the Beatles as a band on 12/29/74.
Big brain. That's mind blowing right there.
Isn't that weird? Like
that is.
just such a random weird fact. I mean, I don't even know where I found it, and I wish I could have cited them, but I didn't write it down. But well, I wanted to talk about how before the bungalows. So when I was looking into this today, I realized, a lot of people want to do the bungalows just because they're so cool. Mm-hmm. But the suites are all club level, which to me makes it way more worth it because you get a concierge, you get drinks, you get food, it's so much more worth it. But anyway, this hotel is really cool. I will say try to not be in a dated room because some of the rooms that aren't refinished yet are very dated. The Moana themed rooms are really nice. Unfortunately, when we stayed, we were in a really old room and a lot of things were broken, but I think they're trying to change that as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Again, it's a great resort. You'll love it. You'll feel like you were transformed. Our quote tonight is, sometimes our strengths lie beneath the surface, far beneath the surface in some cases, by Moana.
Oh,
perfect. Yeah. I know. But I really like that quote, like to remember that your strengths are there. They just might be buried a little bit.
Yeah. Thanks, Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. That is up for us today. Thank you for listening or watching our podcast. Next week, we are going into one of Disney's moderate level resorts, Port Orleans. Port Orleans. It's got Riverside. It's got French Quarter. So we'll dive into the two sides of that resort. Lauren just popped over there for a quick little stay.
Yeah, we'll be there again on Friday.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, she's going to be there soon. So we will film that when they get back from their stay, and she will bring all of the info back for us. We have a new affiliate code at Magic Candle Company, bringing the vacation to you. Go to the Magic Candle Company and use our code Spillin2020 for 20% off. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, not Facebook, sorry, Instagram. Facebook will come, but follow us on Instagram. At Spillin the Teacups. And find us on Etsy. Lauren and Dawn make shirts, so we are also on Etsy.
Yep, and we have a new Halloween shirt coming out on Thursday, and it's really, really, really cool. I can't wait. It's the first one I'm super, super, super proud of.
Okay, well, congrats, guys. We'll see you. Cheers.
Cheers.